Imagine the thrill and frustration of racing against a legend so unbeatable that even his own sibling calls him the ultimate challenge in MotoGP. That's the high-stakes world of Marc Marquez through the eyes of his younger brother, Alex. If you're new to the sport, MotoGP is the pinnacle of motorcycle racing, where riders push cutting-edge bikes to their absolute limits on global circuits. Alex, who clinched a historic second-place finish behind Marc in the 2024 championship, knows the number 93's secrets better than anyone. But here's where it gets controversial. Is Marc truly invincible, or does envy among rivals cloud their judgment? Stick around as we dive into Alex's insights, and you might just rethink what it takes to conquer the track. This season, Marc showcased his dominance during his maiden year with the factory Ducati team, racking up wins that left fans in awe. Yet, Alex consistently outperformed everyone else, delivering some serious challenges along the way. Racing for Gresini on last year's GP24 bike, Alex secured runner-up positions for the first 7 races straight, 6 of them directly behind his brother, before claiming the first MotoGP victory where both Marquez brothers finished the race, at Jerez. While that win stemmed from an early slip by Marc, Alex proved he could outpace him cleanly in the Silverstone sprint. Marc then ignited a jaw-dropping 14-race winning streak, silencing any skeptics about reclaiming his throne after his last title in 2019. That streak finally crumbled under Alex's pressure at Catalunya, highlighting how relentless sibling rivalry can shake up the leaderboard. Marc was mathematically crowned champion at Motegi, but a troubling shoulder injury at Mandalika sidelined him, keeping him off the track until 2026. In the meantime, Alex capped off his year with a championship second in last Saturday's Sepang sprint, followed by his 3rd Grand Prix win of the season the next day. It's a testament to Alex's growth, and for beginners, remember, MotoGP races are grueling endurance tests over 20-plus laps, where a single mistake can cost everything. Reflecting on his brother's prowess, Alex shared at an Estrella Galicia event, "If you just look at the stats, Marc appears almost untouchable. But in racing, nothing's ever set in stone because conditions can flip overnight." He emphasized that various elements, like weather or bike setup, can shift the balance, making no rider truly beyond reach, even if they're incredibly tough to surpass. "I've said it before, when Marc has the perfect equipment, he's an absolute nightmare to outdo across a full 22-race season. You might edge him out occasionally, but consistently being superior is a tall order since his biggest asset is being a total package as a rider. He constantly forces you right to the brink." And this is the part most people miss. Alex confessed that to keep pace with Marc's unyielding speed, he had to amp up his own aggression. "Early in the year, I avoided crashes during practice, but after about 5 races, I started wiping out in sessions because I realized it was the only path to discovering my own boundaries and truly competing with Marc," Alex explained. He'd dodge those same crashes. "Ultimately, you have to ride so perilously close to the edge that you risk falling off, but it's the key to gearing up for race day and grasping the limits he navigates so effortlessly. That's really why defeating Marc is such a Herculean task." Despite the intensity, Alex noted a silver lining: stronger opponents spur growth. "There are basically 2 responses to that push," he went on. "You could let jealousy take over, thinking, 'Sure, he's talented, but I'm going to crush him someday,' or you can study his techniques. I firmly believe the second approach turns you into a sharper rider, maybe not instantly, but over time." And here's where it gets controversial. While Marc stood head and shoulders above the field, Alex revealed he hadn't anticipated outshining other GP25 Ducatis or factory machines from competing brands. "It's fair to say I didn't foresee outpacing 2 factory Ducati riders or surpassing those with official bikes," he admitted. "Still, you put in the hard work, chase the dream, and all those past efforts pay dividends." For context, if you're just starting out, think of it like upgrading from a standard car to a sports model, but in racing, that factory spec means top-tier engineering that can make or break a season. With the Marquez brothers locking in first and second, the battle for third is heating up between Marc's teammate Francesco Bagnaia and Aprilia's Marco Bezzecchi. Meanwhile, Fabio Di Giannantonio, the other GP25 rider, is clashing with teammate Franco Morbidelli for 6th place overall. Next year, Alex steps up to join Marc, Bagnaia, and Di Giannantonio on a full-spec Desmosedici GP26 at Gresini, promising even fiercer competition. Peter, a seasoned paddock veteran with 2 decades of experience, from witnessing Valentino Rossi's era to covering Suzuki's departure and Marc's injury woes, brings this insider perspective to life. He's seen riders rise, fall, and redefine the sport. What do you think? Is Marc's success purely skill, or does it spark unfair envy in the paddock? Do you agree that learning from rivals like Marc is the real path to improvement, or should racers focus solely on their own strengths? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear if you're Team Marquez or if you see a counterpoint we missed.